Today, this memorial is being built as a sign of unity. It is being built to honor those who sacrificed for the values of freedom and self-determination. This historic memorial is for our children and grandchildren, for their future so they may learn the full and true story of the Vietnam War and the many heroic acts. Kính thưa quý vị, xin chân thành cảm ơn tất cả quý vị đã có mặt hôm nay. Đài tưởng niệm chiến sĩ Việt Mỹ được xây ở thành phố Auburn như là một giấc mơ đã tròn. Đây chính là một giấc mơ cho người chiến sĩ Việt Nam Cộng Hòa, cũng như các đồng minh Mỹ. Đây cũng chính là giấc mơ của những người Việt hải ngoại, nhất là những người Việt ở tiểu bang Washington. Đài tưởng niệm chiến sĩ Việt Mỹ nói lên sự hy sinh của những người lính Mỹ, những người lính đã từng hy sinh để bảo vệ cho nước Việt Nam của chúng ta. Họ đã ra đi từ khi còn trẻ để đấu tranh cho một vấn đề mà đối với họ không hề mấy hiểu. Để rồi khi họ trở về, có người đã bị chế nhiễu, và sự hy sinh của họ hầu như đã bị chôn đi vào quên lãng. Đài tưởng niệm chiến sĩ Việt Mỹ nói lên sự hy sinh của những người lính Việt Nam Cộng Hòa. Chính họ là những người đã hy sinh lớn lao cho đất nước Việt Nam, để rồi mất đi tất cả, kể cả quê hương. Có những người đã nằm xuống và có những người đã phải bỏ quê hương ra đi để tiếp tục tranh đấu cho sự tự do. Và đến hôm nay, Đài chiến sĩ Việt Mỹ đã được xây để tượng trưng cho sự đoàn kết. Đây là sự đoàn kết của những người lính Mỹ và người lính Việt Nam Cộng Hòa. Đồng thời cũng là sự đoàn kết của tất cả những người đã hy sinh và đang tranh đấu cho sự tự do. Đây là một đài tưởng niệm cho con cháu mai sau học hỏi, để họ biết thêm về lịch sử Việt Nam, cũng như sự anh dũng của các người lính Mỹ và người lính Việt Nam Cộng Hòa đã từng hy sinh rất nhiều để giành lấy sự tự do cho các con cháu và thế hệ mai sau. Một lần nữa, xin thay mặt ban tổ chức chân thành cảm ơn quý vị rất nhiều đã có mặt hôm nay. Và bây giờ tôi xin mời ông Tôn Thất Hồng điều khiển phần nghi lễ chào cờ. I would like now to invite Mr. Hong Ton to begin the program.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is protocol ceremony. Please stand up. The national anthem of the United States of America.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Shoulder, arms. The following is the national anthem of the Republic of Vietnam. Present arms. Quốc ca Việt Nam Cộng Hòa.
Ngày công dân ơi, đất
Ngày đáp đời sông núi, lòng cùng đi sinh vì đất sông, vì tương lai quốc dân cùng sông pha khói tên, làm sao cho núi sông từ nay luôn vững bền, dù cho tay phơi trên gươm dao, thủ nước lấy mau đào đem bao. Nói dâng lúc biên phái cần danh huy, người công dân luôn vững bền tâm trí, hùng tráng quyết chiến đấu làm cho vang nơi vang tiếng người nước Nam cho đến nguồn. Công dân ơi, ôi thần giới thờ công dân, và cho ai cờ hoạt một lần và phép phạt ngày dòng xứng danh nghìn năm trường dòng nào.
Shoulders, arms. The following is a moment of silence. Present arms. Please join me in a moment of silence to commemorate the soldier and official of the Republic of Vietnam, the United States of America, and Alliance who sacrificed your life in the Vietnam War to protect South Vietnam. And a moment of silence to remember those who died in the high sea and the jungles while escaping for freedom. A moment of silence begins. Moment of silence ended. Shoulder, arms. It's time to retie the colors. Color guards, attention. Hut. Forward, march. Protocol ceremonies has ended. Please be seated. Thank you very much.
And ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite co-director of the American Vietnamese War Memorial Alliance, Ms. Lan Phan Jones.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. The Alliance mission is to thank and honor Vietnam War veterans and their families. All Vietnam War veterans, please stand up for everyone recognize you. Xin mời quý vị cựu quân nhân Việt Nam Cộng Hòa cùng đứng lên. No matter what the outcome of the war, the Americans lost the war, the South Vietnamese lost the country. But we still thank you for your service in my country South Vietnam before. Thank you so much. And we thank Mayor Backus, all council members, Director Alfie Ramos for your support. Because without your support, we cannot have this moment. And thanks to each of you here today for donate the money, order the tithe, or attend Alliance fundraising. I'd like to introduce to you all of the Alliance members, liaison. Please stand out for everyone to see our members here. We have worked together step by step, slowly but steady, for this memorial, hoping everything goes smoothly and we will have you back here for the ribbon cutting ceremony. Wishing this place will bring peace, healing to our Vietnam War veteran. And just by myself, I would like you to feel proud of yourself. Last but not least, I'd like to introduce our architect, Jason Lee Tran. He put his heart and time on designing this memorial. Joseph Phan Nguyen, he is a general contractor. Where are you, Joseph? He is the son of the South Vietnamese veteran, and he is going to build the memorial just right tomorrow. And the last thing I would like to say is I am very happy to have many young Vietnamese to help us with this project. So where is my young Vietnamese? Just stand out here. Most of them are the daughter and son of the South Vietnamese veteran. Again, thank you very much for being here and support this project. Thank you.
And next, we would like to invite Mayor of Auburn, Mrs. Nancy Backus. Và kính thưa quý vị, đây là bà thị trưởng của thành phố Auburn, bà Nancy Backus. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to be here today to join you for this sacred event. I recall back, and we were reminiscing just a few minutes ago, that it's been roughly 5.5 years that it's taken us for this journey. And every step, I think you'll agree, has been worth it. Not every one of them was easy, but I don't believe anything during the Vietnam War was easy. So this is a tribute to the dedication and to the perseverance of everyone involved. Honoring our veterans, our current service members, and those who have given their life for our country is an integral part of who Auburn is. Our Veterans Day parade and tribute banners are a vibrant reminder each year of the service of our armed forces. Yet it is monuments such as the one that's going to be built that will endure from generation to generation. That's what ties us immutably to the eternal sacrifice of the men and women who have so bravely served. The greatest honor we can give those who have given everything is to never forget. This memorial will be enduring proof of our commitment to do just that. A few stats that I have: 59,000 U.S. service members killed in Vietnam. The number of those killed or missing in action from Washington According to the Washington State Department of Veterans Affairs, 1,124. And from Auburn, 12. There's a beautiful quote on the Washington State Vietnam Memorial from one of the veterans. To all my brothers and sisters who made it back, but never made it home. In memory of those who have died from physical and emotional wounds received while serving in the Vietnam War. We honor and recognize their pain and suffering, but above all, we respect the courage of these Washington State residents. When our country called, you were there. We have not forgotten. You are not alone. You now rest in glory. Thank you so much for the honor of being here today, seeing all of you who have given so much, who have believed in this steadfast throughout the time from the beginning, the thought of this being placed in our park. It is going to be an amazing opportunity for people in the city of Auburn and others to come, to visit, to pay their respects, to sit and remember, to mourn losses, and to celebrate life and freedom. Thank you very much, and I would like to introduce to you our Deputy Mayor, Bob Baggett.
Thank you, Nancy. Good afternoon. It is indeed an honor to attend and to speak at this historic, groundbreaking ceremony for our city. The all-volunteer, nonprofit American Vietnamese War Memorial Alliance has worked tirelessly for many years to obtain the necessary funding to begin this memorial, primarily by donations from residents, families, and fellow patriots like yourselves. Again, we are privileged to have this memorial here in the city of Auburn at our Les Gove Park to honor those American and Vietnamese veterans, both living and those who have passed. And on behalf of your entire city council, we thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Nancy Backus and Deputy Mayor Bob Baggett. And now I would like to introduce to you Director of Washington State Department of Veterans Affairs, Ms. Alfie Alvarado. Kính thưa quý vị, đây là người điều khiển bộ cựu chiến binh của tiểu bang Washington.
First of all, it has been hard. I know it has been very hard to be able to get to today. The first meetings took place at the State Department of Veterans Affairs when this memorial was planned for Olympia, Washington. And it got really hard. The bottom line is that Auburn said yes. And here we are today. And I just want to thank particularly Len and Alan Jones for their tenacity, for their courage, for their persistence. Because if it wasn't for them, along with the entire group, we wouldn't be here today. Just need to let you know that we are going to do everything that we can to be able to make sure that we encourage our citizens to make sure that they're aware of this memorial, to make sure that they donate, because it's still not there yet, to make sure that it comes to fruition, so that this is going to be a magnet and a place of honor for those who pass, but especially for the living Vietnam veteran, many of who are yet to come home. And that's our responsibility, to make sure that we encourage our Vietnam veterans who now are older, like me, like some of you, so that they claim the benefits that they earned And a place like this is going to be one of those of reflection for them to be able to know that their sacrifices were not in vain. Vietnam veterans, thank you for your service and welcome home.
And now we would like to invite Senator Phil Fortunato.
Thank you very much. I don't know if, a lot of you remember the draft. And in the draft, they would pick little lottery balls with a number on it. And in my case, 1971 or 72, I think was the last draft. And I had 2 years of ROTC at the time. And they pulled a number, and everybody's calling in the college dormitories, they'd post the birthdays. And at that time, they would say, if you were 102 or less, you pack your bags, you're going. If you're 102 to 112, strong possibility you'd go. If you're 112, 125, you might go. After that, you were safe. And I remember calling up the dormitory saying, like, what's my number? What's my number? And he goes, 92. I go, oh, man. And then he goes, 192. And so basically that was the last draft. So I didn't get an opportunity to serve. But I remember everyone coming back from Vietnam. I remember the dishonor that they showed our armed forces when they came back. And I remember the anger that I felt over the way they were treated. So memorials like this not only serve the people, the U.S. Armed Forces that came back, but the Vietnamese people that fought side by side with our forces. So having a joint memorial is extremely important to be able to communicate to future generations what it was like during that time, fighting against communism and all this stuff. So I appreciate the opportunity to be here. I thank the mayor for putting this on, and I appreciate the fact that everybody is chipping in to make this thing happen. So thank you very much, and I hope to be here on the groundbreaking. So thank you.
Thank you, Senator Phil Fortunato. Và kính thưa quý vị, đó là thượng nghị sĩ ông Phil Fortunato của tiểu bang Washington State. Next, we would like to invite Mr. Tom Stoddard, a Vietnam veteran, and he will present to you the history of the Vietnam War Memorial. Kính thưa quý vị, đây là ông Tom Stoddard. Ông sẽ kể về lịch sử và câu chuyện làm sao mình có đài tưởng niệm chiến sĩ Việt Mỹ hôm nay.
Thank you, everybody. And kind of hard to believe in 1970 that I would land up here in front of an audience like this for a project like this. Early in this decade, an idea was birthed in Lan Jones, the daughter of a Vietnamese soldier, to build a memorial honoring the sacrifices of both American and Vietnamese veterans who were born in different countries but fought together for freedom and self-determination in Vietnam. In the beginning, there was much excitement, as shown by the first meeting in the Capitol Dome in Olympia, which was well attended by over 100 veterans from all around Puget Sound. This meeting was led by John Lee, then the director of Washington State Department of Veterans Affairs, and had the support of many veterans organizations. Unfortunately, this soon entered into a period of discouragement because of the government bureaucracy and individuals who lacked the foresight of what this project was about. The project was almost forgotten before it got started. But a chance meeting of the John Lee and Peter Lewis, the mayor of Auburn, both veterans of the Vietnam War, the idea was rekindled. The first meeting in August of 2012 by Mayor Lewis in his Auburn office. Later meetings were conducted in the homes of Alliance members, City Hall, and various restaurants up and down the Puget Sound area. The Alliance established purposes and goals for this monument at the same time, forming state and federal government recognition, most notably the National 50th Vietnam Commemoration based in the Pentagon back in Virginia. The two greatest needs for the successful completion of this memorial were public awareness and money. Welcome Home Vietnam Veteran Dinners were held in Auburn's Holy Family Church to honor veterans from both countries. These dinners were well attended by politicians, veterans and their families, and many others who helped raise awareness. Much of the financial support came from donations gathered at the Vietnamese community banquets. Anthony Tan, a former Vietnamese Air Force officer and Boeing engineer, was also very significant in the efforts to raise money. Over time, each of the problems and the many roadblocks were overcome. Financing was raised, the completion dates were established for this project. Though there were many Vietnam War memorials around the world, this memorial is unique in that it brings together the two countries that sacrificed the most, Americans and Vietnamese. It is also most likely the largest. This memorial can also accommodate and honor the veterans from other nations who were there. More importantly, it allows people to individually honor veterans who served through the purchase of memorial name tiles. We, the Joint American-Vietnamese War Memorial, are grateful to all the support of so many people and organizations who have made this project realized. Thank you.
Next, we would like to invite our treasurer, Mr. Steve Konak.
Thank you all for joining us today. We've got a great day for it. Someone's smiling on us. I welcome all the vets from all the countries that participated in the Vietnam War. And this has been a long struggle. City of Auburn, thank you for supporting this project. And my fellow veterans, thank you for participating today. It means a lot. To date, we have raised $107,000 of our $137,000 goal to complete this monument. A loan of $30,000 has been secured to guarantee completion of the construction, courtesy of Mr. Tien Ha. We have a 2-year repayment term on that loan, so we're happy to have donations to take care of that today. With the loan in mind, a fundraising dinner will be held May 12th at the Tea Palace Restaurant in Renton. Dinner tickets are available today at the memorial booth or through the memorial website. We'd love to have you join us. Memorial tiles may also be purchased today or through the website. Space is limited and the costs will go up after the memorial is completed. Tiles ordered now will be installed when the memorial is dedicated, hopefully in May. A tile example is available at the memorial booth under the blue awning here. Thank you for your participation again, and we look forward to seeing you all at the dedication. Thank you very much.
Xin chân thành cảm ơn ông Thủ quỹ. Với kính thưa quý vị, bởi vì phần này cũng khá quan trọng nên chúng tôi xin tóm tắt và là chương trình xây đài tưởng niệm cần đến $137.000 thì trong số đó chúng tôi đã gây quỹ được 107.000 và còn 30.000 kia thì đã mượn được ở anh Hà Thúc Tiến và nhóm Alliance, ban tổ chức hứa sẽ trả lại trong vòng 2 năm. Thế nên vào ngày 12 tháng 5 năm 2017 này, ở tại nhà hàng Tea Palace sẽ có một chương trình gây quỹ, xin quý vị đến ủng hộ. Next is our ceremony for groundbreaking, and we would like to introduce or invite Alliance members and Auburn City officials and Director of the Department of Veterans Affairs, as well as Senator Phil Fortunato.
Mời ông Hùng. Chưa đó.
Cái này online.
Cái này online.
Và sau đây chúng tôi xin mời Hội Thủ Đức, Hội Không quân, Hội Lực lượng đặc biệt, Hội HO, Hội Cựu chiến binh, Cộng đồng Snow King và Hội Hải quân và tất cả những người leaders of veterans.
Hai cái là một cái thì chết với một cái là chị lấy Facebook không nghe? Yeah. Facebook.
That's right. Take the road out there. One, two, three, go!
Ông vô cho bay không? Em vô đi.
Nào tiến thành cái lỗ bây giờ là có được cây luôn.
Mai mốt làm sao mình giúp đắc cho hơn chứ. Trời, tôi trồng cây tốt lắm nha. Mới chồng biết à. Ta trồng mà. Ba. Đấy, xong nhiều không? Mai đến đây xây luôn.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for participating in the groundbreaking.